Hello, my gorgeous makeup loving friends. Yes, I do look like I've been dragged backwards through a bush, but you know, for some people, it's a look. I mean, I can't carry it off, but there you go. And that's not what this video is about. I made an order with Lois Cosmetics recently, and they had come out with some brand new products, and I slightly lost my mind and got all of this. So I kind of wanted to partly do a haul, partly do swatches, and then do a bit of a look with it. So one of the first things is this Easy Rain Liquid Metal Eyeshadow, and it came in this little pack. Now I got two of these because my beautiful friend Elena, who I love more than anything in the world, she wants to try Lois Cosmetics. So I have gotten her this for Christmas. But because I'm overexcited, I'm going to end up sending it to her way before Christmas, because I also want to see her do a video with these. So they're really nicely, tightly packed. And I also want to say thank you so much to Lois because, well, there's lots of reasons. But as part of my order, she actually put in 3 extra liner pens, which amazing. So they're going to Elena as well, because she's such a sweetheart and she deserves it. But I've been a fan of Lois Cosmetics since I tried them. They're one of the very few products I have given a 10 out of 10 to, because I'm pretty picky. But Lois has actually said she would love to do a releases and rants with myself and Elena. So she will be appearing on our 22nd of October show. So I guess sneak peek slash, I don't know, a spoiler alert? Anyways, whatever. The shades that come in this trio are Lordship, Majesty and Kingdom. So these are my ones, obviously. It would be a bit weird if I was taking out Elena's and swatching those. So, this one is called Kingdom. Very excited. And they're very affordable. Like, I think there is £8.99 each. Oh, this is lovely. This one is called Majesty. And this one is called Lordship, which is a beautiful kind of a rose gold. Cece is in here with me. She's all like, what you doing, human? Don't worry, I will talk about the rest of them and I will swatch them. This is Elena's bundle, so I'm putting that over here because I'm putting together like a little package for her. In addition to that, I got another one of the Easy Rains because she came out with 6. So obviously I have problems, and I got all 6. Yeah, for myself and for Elena. So this is a Regal, and it is a lovely kind of pinky gold. The other one was more of an orangey gold. You can see the two of them next to each other and kind of the differences between them. So just in case you thought they were duping themselves, they clearly were not. Oh my gosh, like this is just, it's so exciting. Can't help it, very excited. So this is the other Regal, so that goes over there for Elena. This is Queensguard. Oh, look at that. Very pink. Missa, have you seen this? I expect that when you visit me next, you will be swatching these. And Throne. So that's the last of the 6 of the Easy Rain Metal eyeshadows. Oh, this is nice. It's quite a coppery sort of a one. So it's going to be really interesting to see what these are like. In addition to that, I got the Gone Rogue palette. I already have mine. I have one myself. I have loved it. Let's have a little look-see at what it looks like. You can tell this has been very loved. And I'm usually pretty good with my eyeshadow palettes and keeping them quite clean. But this is a very loved palette. So I bought this to give to Elena. So again, putting that to the side for her so that I don't mix all of these up. Oh, a little like key ring came with it as well, Lois Cosmetics. So it's the Felt Cute Might Delete Later So that's going onto my car keys because I love that sort of thing. Cece, are you coming to help? And apparently my phone picked that up. So, Cece's here. Do you want to give your stamp of approval? You don't know, do you? In general, you're just a bit confused. Yeah, we had company over today, so now she's all like, where has my friend gone? I want cuddles. And I'm just not good for cuddles, am I? No, you go and try and find your friend now. They've gone, they've left you. I mean, no respect. Swishy, swishy tail. She also came out with a ton of liners. So I had ordered, I think every shade, but she also put out, she said she gave me 3 free ones. So I'm going to check. So there's Pink Parade, which is that shade. There is Coral Craze. So I think they're a felt tip liner, and Bold Blue. So that looks really pretty. And then I had also gotten like the trio here that came as part of the Halloween set, because I think I figured out if I got the 3 there, it like worked out cheaper. I won't lie, I did go into a little bit of a frenzy when I got these. Like I went a bit bananas. Yeah, because this is Bet on Black. You can't go wrong with a black liner, let's be real. This is Out Orange and Green Glitch. So I'm very excited. And because they came in this lovely little packet as well. So these are the extra 3. So these, I don't know what shades they're in, but they're so pretty that I'm like, oh, it even says, oh, there's like a little sticker and it says, thank you for supporting my small business. Lois, I love you. I love your stuff. It makes me really happy. So that is going to Elena as well. So they also came out with like a brush set, and you could buy them individually, but because I am I was like, no, I want to get all of them together, because Lois really does know. There's so many lovely things in there, sorry. Lois really does know what it is that she's talking about. She's worked in makeup, she cares about makeup. She is a makeup enthusiast herself, and this is kind of what I've said about indie brands in general, that like if they're run by somebody who loves makeup, you can see it in the products. So I got the full set of the brushes because, you know, problems. So it came with this lovely little sponge. Feels quite firm, but I'd say once I wet it, it should be good. So I'm also going to let you know what it is that I think of these, because I'll be using them in this video. And then this, which I'm like, what is this? I think is this like a, oh, it's a brush egg. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this will like help with cleaning stuff. So I'm like, yeah, grand, I will take that. And then, oh, I mean, oh, I didn't even see this. So I'm actually seeing this for the first time. Don't know if I can emotionally deal with this, because I was like, I wanted to take this all out on camera. But Lois has left me a lovely, lovely message. Okay, Teresa, thank you so much for your insane support, kindness and positivity that you show my small business. I truly appreciate your purchase, and I hope our new collections and brushes are everything you expect them to be and more. So looking forward to seeing what you create, Lois. Ah, my little heart. I'm keeping that, because I'm the sort of person that keeps these sort of things. I am sentimental. I'd like, and these are also beautifully wrapped. Like she had it all wrapped in a bow, which I will keep, because again, well, that's the sort of person I am. I'll probably like wrap my hair in it or something. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. Oh God, I hate like unwrapping it because it's all so beautiful. You know, I'm that person that like wants to save the wrapping paper. Are you that person too? Oh look, it's even in further ones. I mean, the presentation, let's talk about that. So it comes in this lovely bag for when we travel again. Traveling. We all remember it. So she's also put in like a little note, obviously, about caring for your brushes. Like, yes, I will care for the brushes as though they were my own children. That's a weird thing to say, but there you go. Oh. Hello brushes, my new friends. Sorry. Does anyone else get really excited about getting brushes? Like, I remember when I didn't care about, oh, this is a nice liner brush. Sorry, I'm just like, I've already gotten ahead of myself. Does anyone else remember when they weren't really that bothered about brushes and now they're like, no, brushes is life. That is where I'm. Sorry, I'm so excited about all of this. So I have to like figure out where am I gonna store these. Like I have not thought about this. I'm gonna put this over here. I am literally like rearranging things, so this will happen. Anyways, there is this lovely liner brush. Look at that. Nice and liney, I believe is the technical term. Oh, another nice kind of a look. I love when it has that angle because it makes it easier for me to get at my face. Oh, this is very sad. Oh, that looks nice. So it's like an angled brush. Now she hasn't put any like codes on them to say like which brush you're using, so that's a bit of a pity, more just so I could tell you guys which one I'm using, but the bristles feel really nice. Like they feel really soft. That bodes well. Then we have another one here. It's sort of like a shading brush. I mean, that looks lovely. Again, I'm so weird. I'm just like, let's shove it on my face or my skin so I can see what it feels like. This is a nice big kind of a buffing brush. This would be great for concealer, I would imagine. That looks great. Oh, I love these brushes. You know, a sort of a domed, kind of a pencil-y brush. I love these to get the shape of something onto your eye. Oh, this looks nice. Like, this is the thing. I bought all of this in a frenzy and kind of half forgot. I love that. Look at the shape of that. I like kind of small fat brushes because I'm a small fat brush. Don't know. Ooh. That feels nice. I'm so excited. Is that really sad? So I think I'm gonna test these brushes as well using the Gone Rogue palette, which is a Lois Cosmetics one. Oh, this is another nice one. Because I already know and love that palette. So kind of best to use it with one of my favorite palettes, something I've actually given a 10 out of 10 to in the past. And I want to try, oh, this one's nice. I mean, they're all nice in fairness, but I want to try quite a few things. Oh, that's nice. I love it when I make a purchase that I'm not unhappy about. Now, obviously, I still have to try. Oh, that's nice. I'm always looking for extra brushes like this because I love them. Because they really help me pack on a bit of extra kind of oomph. Oh, that's nice. And she had like netting around it to help it keep its shape. Oh my god, that is so soft. Oh my god. Oh, I love you. Again, I've gotten overly excited. Oh well, at least it's for a brush and not for something like wildly improper. And then there's this lovely brush as well. So that's it in terms of everything that I purchased. It came in this lovely little bag as well, which I am obviously keeping. But I have gotten some liners and some metal eyeshadows. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking each of the liners out of the box because I want to do swatches. But I also said in a previous video in a releases and rants that I wanted to get these and I wanted to smear them all over my face like Braveheart. That's right, it's happening. I, crazy person that I am, wish to swatch these on my face. And it's my channel, so I can do what I want, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to start with the liquid shadows. These are all of them together. It would help if I held them in a way so that you could actually see them, wouldn't it? Yeah. It would be helpful. Oh, one day, I'll be a proper YouTuber, but today is not that day. So this is what they look like. Difficult enough to get them all in because they're quite reflective. But let's give it a go. Let's see what these beautiful babies look like. So this is Throne. That's right. I'm gonna put it on my face. Will I zoom you in? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Okay. We have a nice doe foot, which, you know, you would expect, so nothing major here. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like I may be offending people by doing face swatches, but I also think I'm going to look like a very fancy cat with just very coloured whiskers. Whiskers. So that is Throne. That is nice. I know, try not to be too allured. This is Queensguard. So let's try this one. They feel nice, by the way. How you doing? I like this. Yeah. I mean, Braveheart would have been so much more interesting if they had brought in a little bit of a metal eyeshadow, I think. This is Regal. Formula feels very smooth. I regret nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Nothing. This is Lordship. So let's have a little look-see at how this one looks. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, they definitely have that metallic sheen to them. And for the price, I mean, I can't really say much yet because I haven't tried them on the eyes. I'll just try on the, ooh, hello. Hello. You are my friend and I like it. That wasn't weird at all. Now this is the one I'm very excited about. This is Kingdom. If for some reason you've never been on my channel before, hello. I love green. Ha. That was such a visceral reaction. Oh, they are nice. I mean, definitely you get that lovely metallic sort of a sheen from them. What do you think? I think this is how I should do all of my swatches from here on out. And then I have the liners. Will I do these on my face? Meh, why not? I only have one life to lead. This is, which one is this? This is 03, so I believe it is, no, it's not the, oh, it's a Coral Craze. So it has a nice felt tip liner. Let's, where'll I put it? We can do what we want. We'll put it here. Don't be jealous of my beautiful looks. And then I have this, I think it was Out in Orange or Out Orange. We're going out. I wish. Yeah. I mean, look at the pigment on that. It feels nice, feels smooth, not scratchy, because sometimes you can get that with felt tip liners. This is the black one, so I can't remember what that was called, but sure, look, whatever. I think it was like jet black or something. Will I make a little moustache for myself? Yes. Look, I'm just having a whale of a time. I'll do what I want. I'm a very serious academic. I don't know what is wrong with me today. This was, I think it was Green Glitch. You try and have a straight face while you have a moustache on you. Although in fairness, I don't have an actual moustache growing. This guy I'm seeing actually pointed that out today and I'm like, thanks. I'm giving myself a goatee now. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favourite way of doing this. And this is the pink one. Easiest makeup look to recreate. And then this is the blue one. I mean, it doesn't skip, it doesn't glitch. Feels nice. And I think we can all agree, this is the best I've ever looked. Yeah! Look, I have to get my kick somehow. I am going to F off, wash this off my face, and then we will actually come back and do a proper look because I want to test out the brushes, I want to test out the sponge. I want to test out these on the actual eyelid because yes, we have the swatches, but I don't know what they will actually perform like on the eye. And the lighting makes these three look really similar, but they aren't, which is funny. But yes, anyways, I'm gonna F off now and seduce some people looking like a mustachioed cat. I know. How am I not a bigger YouTuber? I'll never know. So I had said that I would come back and do makeup. Kind of miss my mustache. I think it really finished the look, but I kind of lied to you because I ended up looking at my Stila collection because I do like some Stila, and I wanted to see if there were kind of colours similar to the Lois Cosmetics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch some Stila on my hand and then put the Lois Cosmetics next to it, and I want you guys to figure out which one is the Lois and which one is the Stila. So, top or bottom, which one's Lois and which one's Stila? They're not an exact dupe for each other, obviously. This one is Stila and the bottom one is Lois. So the Stila one was Eternal and the Lois one was Regal. And then I have another one that again we're going to have a little look-see at. So again, which one is which? Which one is Stila and which one is Lois Cosmetics? Top or bottom? I did it again! Lois is down at the bottom and Stila is up at the top. You can kind of see the Lois Cosmetics ones are kind of beating them in terms of the overall finish. Like, they look much more impressive. And for like half the cost. Well, less than half the cost because they're like £8.99 and Stila's like 20-something pounds. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you before we got into the makeup look. So I'm going to go off and make myself some tea and kind of just stew in that revelation. You're welcome. Come back, we'll do makeup, it'll be fine. And we'll have a little chat because, you know, why not? It's now 10 o'clock at night. I went off and had a very long phone call because I'm very important and very loved. But I have tea, so everything's going to be fine. I have primed my lids with concealer. Sorry, Robert Welsh, you know, obviously we're besties. He doesn't know I exist. Yet. One day. And I'm taking my much loved Gone Rogue and I want to try out these new Lois Cosmetics brushes. Is that like, you know, dramatic enough? I feel like it isn't. Yeah. Anyways, there's no like names on any of these to signify what they are. So I'm just taking this brush and as per usual, don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go, God, this is such a used and abused palette. I'm going to go into the shade I Am Free. And yeah, I'm just going to smack it onto my lids. And I was thinking a little bit about Halloween because, well, like a big chunk of what Lois was selling was around Halloween and, you know, these like little gift bundles, which I thought was really very smart. And I like that the makeup itself isn't necessarily like Halloween themed. Like it's something you can use all year round. It's just the packaging that was a bit different. So I was like, yeah, grand. I can get behind this because we've kind of talked about that before. I was like, what is a Halloween release? What is this? But I was thinking about how weird it is this year because we don't get to really have Halloween because there's going to be no trick-or-treating, at least not in my country. I am in Ireland, if you can't tell from the accent. you know, there you go. What's the story with where you guys are? Are you having Halloween, or is it being allowed? Because they've basically told us, like, no trick-or-treating, no joy for you. And I find that really sad. I feel really bad for kids. And I am a bit worried about, you know, Christmas and what's going to happen there. But I'm like, maybe just stick with the current season that you're in. And for me, I think, you know, because I'm Irish, again, can't you tell? I'm gonna have a bit of tea just to really illustrate that point. By the way, the brush is working really well, you know, quite happy with it so far. The bristles are nice. But let's continue. So I'm Irish, and actually Halloween is a traditionally Irish festival. It comes back from pagan times, and actually the Irish for it is Samhain, Samhain. No, not Samhain supernatural. I'm looking at you. You keep mispronouncing it. They keep talking about Samhain, and I'm like, no, it's Samhain. So obviously, where the whole thing came from was the portal between the living world and the world of the dead, and not just the world of the dead, but the world where there were like sprites and fairies that would whisk you away. That was at its thinnest, unlike me, on October 31st. That's looking nice. I'm happy with that. I do have my colour switch because I feel like I will need that at some point. Very excited by this so far. I'm not going to show you me using all of the brushes because like then I'd have to put on a full face of makeup for you guys, and frankly you'll be bored. But I'm using this Lois Cosmetics brush now, and I'm going into Walk in My Shoes. Don't know what I'm doing. So obviously the Irish felt they were in danger. What with, you know, the sprites and the ghosties and the ghoulies just wandering around doing whatever they wanted. So they were like, right, how do we trick these guys? So they said, right, well, clearly if we dress up like them, they won't know what we are. And I kind of, there's a scene in Hocus Pocus which kind of almost exemplifies that, when the kids are out trick-or-treating and the Sanderson sisters are like, I smell children, but I don't see them anywhere. There's nothing but sprites and fairies and ghouls and la 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 la. And that's kind of the whole point of Halloween, was to kind of trick these, you know, otherworldly figures into, I mean, look at how beautifully that blends. I mean, part of why Lois, you know, made this palette in the way that she did was that the colours could work together and could be used to form additional colours, which I just think is so smart. Like, I love that. Sorry, a little bit of a tangent, but there you go. But I do love that that was, like, that's the whole point of Halloween, is that, you know, it's to essentially trick these sprites into thinking that you are one of them. So a lot of, like, obviously Irish mythology would be like around that. Like, even if you look up you know, jack-o'-lanterns, everyone associates them with being pumpkins, but don't know if you know this, but pumpkins, they're not Irish. So we didn't have pumpkins originally, but we did have lanterns because they were meant to like ward off the spirits and kind of scare them off. We made them out of turnips. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture and insert it up here, and you can kind of see they are pretty creepy. Like, I maintain that the Americans just made it, you know, Halloween a little bit more consumer friendly and not as, you know, terrifying as what we had made it, you know, for better or for worse. But yeah, I just find that really quite funny, like the turnip jack-o'-lanterns. Well, obviously they figured out like carving a pumpkin is much easier than carving a turnip. Like, who has time for that? Like, you know, who is like going, yes, I'm going to carve this turnip and make it into a scary something or other. But yeah, I really love Halloween, and I love that it means something really specific to my culture and to Celtic culture in general, because there's a huge overlap between Ireland and Scotland. We share an awful lot of mythology and folklore. Like, even my surname Mulhern is originally a Scottish surname, so there was a lot of kind of
back and forthing between Scotland and Ireland, we were all like, lads, ye are mighty crack. Mighty crack. I like that brush. What else? What else shall I use? I mean, I have so many options. I'm just going to take this brush here. Again, just going to try and show you it. Hopefully to some decent extent. Yeah, and I'm going to go into outside the box because, you know, why not? But yeah, we share an awful lot of mythology. Like, say for instance, Selkies. That is a Scottish and Irish thing. I'm just gonna pop that there. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? I regret nothing. This is all going exceptionally well. How can I screw this up? Oh, I will. I will. Spectacularly, I'm sure. But so the Selkies are essentially sort of like mermaids, but they are seals. I know, look, bear with me. So they start off as seals, but you know, they like hanging out on land sometimes. So they'll shed their seal skin and wander around. So men used to try and capture them because they made fantastic wives and mothers. And in order to stop them from returning to the sea, they would keep their seal skins because they would want to go back, obviously, because, you know, domestic bliss is not always domestic bliss. So yeah, that is like a fable from both Irish and Scottish mythology. Like, we can't claim it as just being an Irish thing. I know that the Scots have it as well. Okay, I have these here, and I mean, I have a lot of feelings, and I think I'll probably end up using this just to kind of try things out. I mean, I have a lot of feelings. So we already know that Regal and Throne kind of essentially more than dupe Stila, but I don't have any other colours from Stila that are like the ones that I have right now. So I'm going to take Kingdom, which is the green one, and I'm going to use this because I want to be able to carve out something, because I don't necessarily want to go straight on with the doe foot. And I know I should technically be like carving this out properly, but like, oh well, I'm lazy. Oh god, that's nice. Yeah, if you look at like mythology of these countries, you're just like, oh, this is so bizarre and so wonderfully odd and wacky. Oh, look at that. Now I'm rubbish at using these sort of brushes, so don't judge the brush based upon the way that I'm using it. Oh, hello, you are pretty. I want to use this to try and get some sort of a semblance of an idea of what it is that I'm doing. She said rather optimistically. But another thing obviously we have in Irish mythology is the Banshee, and I think the Banshee is the greatest example of the nocebo effect. So you may be aware of the placebo effect. So that is where, you know, if you think you are taking a medicine, you believe that it works and it gives you all of the benefits like reduced blood pressure, etc. And there have been studies that have used like literal sugar pills, and it's been found to like lower blood pressure, not because the pills themselves did anything, but because the person believed they would do something, they ended up doing something. So I find that really, really, really interesting. Just gonna put that up there. So the nocebo effect is like the opposite of a placebo effect, in that, you know, if you are, for instance, given medication and you're told these are the potential side effects, some people are more likely to experience these side effects, not because the actual pill makes them. Again, they've done this with like sugar pills that shouldn't have this sort of an interaction, and people report, you know, feeling fatigued and you know, lower sex drive and all of this sort of thing, and it's like, it shouldn't do that. It's like literally like a dummy pill. It doesn't do these things. But I find that so interesting. It's the power of the mind. So I'm just going to take this actually now, because now that I've kind of carved out a certain amount of this. Yeah. I mean, it goes on really nicely. I know, I should have like carved a certain amount of it out with like concealer or whatever, but I'm lazy. Sorry if you came to this channel for precision. You came to the wrong one. But basically, within Irish mythology, there is the Banshee, and she's a rather fearsome creature, you know. And for certain families, like the ancient families of Ireland, like the O'Neills, etc., anyone who had these particular names, if they heard the Banshee's cry, it signified that she was coming for them, that they were going to die. And there's loads of documented cases where somebody, by the way, heard the Banshee and then they died shortly after. But there are documented cases of the nocebo effect in other cultures where, for instance, oh my god, am I going to do this really badly? Yeah, probably. Where, for instance, a Maori woman once ate a piece of fruit and she was then told that it came from a taboo area, so somewhere that she really shouldn't have eaten from, and she died within 24 hours, not because the fruit itself had anything wrong with it, but because the power of the suggestion of it being, you know, something she shouldn't have had. And it's actually sometimes called a voodoo death. So that's what it's sometimes referred to as. Obviously, we don't have a lot of literature or a lot of studies on it because ethically we can't do things like that. You know, you can't, oddly enough, do things like that or research of that vein if there's a possibility that somebody might die, or a bit old school like that. You know, for better or for worse, I'm afraid. This is a nice brush. It kind of helps to kind of give me the general vague line of what it is that I'm doing, I think, hopefully. But there was another case of a man who he thought that the witch doctor had like shaken his sounds wrong, but like his bone, like his death bone at him, so he became really, really sick. And as soon as the witch doctor said, oh no, that wasn't for you, that was for somebody else, he was fine. So again, power of the mind. So this kind of makes you think that anything around the Banshee, and it, by the way, working for certain families, may have been a really specific nocebo effect. So I find that absolutely so fascinating. Power of the mind, it's a strange, strange thing. Now, I don't know how well you can actually see this in terms of how it's coming up on camera, but in my opinion, I think this looks really, really pretty. I kind of think I want... Do I? Oh god, what am I doing? Somebody needs to come and help me. Missa? Elena? Tia? Someone? Help me? Kind of think I want to take a little bit of Majesty. But then I also want to take one of the liners. Should I play it safe and go with the black? I mean, there are so many beautiful colours in here. And there's green glitch, but I'm kind of feeling like I should go with a black for this and then maybe put that on top. I don't know. Somebody needs to come and help me. Somebody come help me. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, anyways, I mean, we can all agree this year has been a bit of a write-off. None of us are particularly happy about it. This is the bet on black, so I'm going to use that. Let's be real, most of us when we're using liners, black is a tried and true, so I might as well check that one out. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't know why I'm singing. There you go. And there we go. I usually use like liquid liners, so this is a bit different for me. Oh, okay. It's nice because it's not scratchy, and I do feel like I have a certain amount of control over this, which is nice. It's nice to have control over something in your life, other than your eating and your spending, although I feel like I have no control over that. I'm just like, no, buy things. Like I just ended up, I mean, look at all the stuff I bought from Lois Cosmetics, but in my defense, she needs to stop making things that I want because it's actually like, it's not fair. It's really, it's like rude, frankly. Rude. Yeah, the pigment is good. It's turning up because I've gotten, because again, this is not expensive, and I remember I got a felt tip liner from like the likes of Soap and Glory, and it just took forever to get any sort of pigment from it, but I'm getting the pigment from this straight away. So that is good. Again, like, I mean, I'm not great at doing liners, so, you know, please don't judge this product on that. But I think that does look quite nice. I don't hate that. Now I'm gonna try this side. But yeah, like, how are you guys feeling about everything happening this year? Like, it's not great, is it? Is there anyone, bar like the people who make masks, kind of going, yeah, this year was a roaring success. Let's hope for more of this in 2021. I saw an amazing tweet, and it was like, before we go into 2021, I'm going to check the terms and conditions. And I was like, yeah, it does feel like this is sort of an event that has occurred because somebody didn't read the terms and conditions, and now we're all like, oh, okay, this is where we are now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really rubbish at doing eyeliner on this eye. So, again, do not judge the product on that, because I can't see what I'm doing. Hashtag close enough. Hashtag that'll do. Hashtag too many hashtags. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. It didn't catch on my skin, which is great because I'll be honest, my skin is getting that bit more wrinkly. Time is marching forward. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's emotionally very difficult for me. Because I'm 30, but I feel mentally at times like I'm 90, and then at other times I feel like I'm younger than that. So it's very upsetting, is what I will say. So I'm going to take this brush here. So it's again from the Lois Cosmetics one. So far the brushes seem to be really nice, and I'm going into Majesty, which is this black one, and I want to pop that kind of very much on the outer part, I think, of where I've put the liner. Notice how I say this with confidence. I don't know what I'm doing. Somebody help me. I'm just gonna, ooh, hello. Yeah, because that gives it like an extra sort of a glitter on top of that. Oh, you're pretty. Screw it, I'm putting it on the whole thing. It's happening. Oh, yeah. I don't know how well the camera picks this up, but I will zoom you in a bit to kind of give you an idea of this. But actually, I want to show you what it looks like on the brush. You can see all the kind of like flakes. It's amazing. Like, it's really pretty. I don't know how she did this and how she did it for the price. Confused. And I won't question it too much, like, you know. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth and all of that. I must remember to take the keychain thing and put it onto my keys because I enjoy that. I mean, so far, the glitter isn't settling into my fine lines because I do have quite wrinkly eyelids. I'm getting there, you know. Elena's gonna kill me. She'll be like, what am I, chopped liver, if you said the show getting old? I'm sorry, but time moves forward. I am getting older, and that's fine. I've lived a lot longer than I would have if I was born in any other age. Yeah, I think that looks quite nice, and nothing is settling into fine lines. It's just a really pretty sort of a shimmer. Sorry, I'm just like peacocking at myself here now, kind of going, oh, look, who's a pretty girl? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that I necessarily want to do with this. No, I think I do. Oh God, what am I doing? Don't do it, Teresa. Don't do it. There is nothing to be gained from doing this. You're a bad person. Yeah,
Gotta take the felt tip liner. What am I doing? I'm going into Pink Parade. Oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Somebody help me. Somebody help. Somebody has to stop me from doing this. This is a terrible idea. Oh God. Jesus. Bring back the moustache. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Do you know what? It's not the worst idea I've ever had. I do not hate this. Look, like I like the product. Sorry, like let's make that clear. Oh, hello. Yeah, like I'm not even having to really go over to like get the pigment. The reason I'm going over is to just kind of even the line and make it look a bit more like thought out and less. Oh, what did you do, Teresa? I like this. I don't know what I've done, but I like it. I feel very justified in myself right now. Oh God, this is, you know, the pride goeth before the fall, Teresa. Now this is the eye I struggle with because again, can't see it properly. So, and I don't know why I keep trying to reposition myself because it's not going to help. Cannot see. Does anyone want to get me like new eyelids? Or not eyelids. Well, maybe new eyelids too, but like new eyeballs that like work. That'd be handy. I love, you know, I get told like I have lovely eyes and I'm like, thanks. They don't work. They're just there for decoration. Definitely not functional. I mean, this side isn't as neat, but that's, again, nothing to do with the liner. That's to do with the fact that I can't see what I'm doing. It catches a little bit here, but that's because of the texture of like the glitter from the eyeshadow. This is where you can see I didn't do it evenly because you can see that like one eye has like the pink and then one eye you really can't see it because I have one eye that's more hooded than the other one. You're welcome. Now you know this about me. You can never unsee it. Yeah. Do you know what? I like it. I'm not unhappy with it. I've now basically tried 2 of the liners. I've tried 2 of the shadows. Is there anything else I can kind of do with it? Just to like really, I don't know, but like anything else I can kind of do to just be silly and ridiculous. But then would I ruin this? I'm gonna take this brush here and I think, oh God, what am I doing? Somebody stop me from doing this to myself. Going into Rego. This is a terrible idea, Teresa. Absolutely horrific. Don't know what you're doing. This is so bad. What am I doing? What are you doing? Oh, actually. No. That's not bad. I don't hate that. Vindication. I've done something strange, but it just kind of paid off. I like that. Like, it's subtle. You can't really see it. Oh, got a bit more. You've married a Nicorese. He has flown too close to the sun. I'm like, yeah, I have. But it's warm up here and I like it. Okay, so if you dab it, it does kind of, just FYI, does kind of disperse, obviously. Hashtag not too bright. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Did I do it a little bit backwards? Absolutely.
This is proof. If anyone ever needed proof that I really don't know what I'm doing when I sit down to film. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna use colours, I guess. I do think these are actually a really nice. This is coming out very Slytherin, isn't it? You know, Harry Potter. Can we talk about them anymore? Not with JK being a bit weird. But yeah, I think these are actually really nice kind of dupes for Stila. I gotta say it, like I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't think there's much more I can do with that, is there? Unless, I don't know. Used 3 of the liquid eyeshadows. I've used 2 of the felt liners. I'm gonna use another felt liner. I don't know what I'm doing. Somebody help me. This is the bold blue one. I don't know what I'm doing. This is such a bad idea. Stop ruining things. I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm doing. This is all a really bad idea. Why did you guys not stop me? Oh well. I've gone this far, I might as well go with it. And now I must try to, ooh, dear. Pick pink again. I had just planned on like doing that, and then I don't know. My mind just was like, no, we're gonna be ridiculous. But look, whatever. It's makeup. It washes off, so we don't have to be super serious about it. Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, it's not the best makeup look I've ever done, let's be real, but like, I mean, whatevs. Because I had planned on just doing it like that. Which I should have stuck with. But then, you saw, you were there. Where were you on the night of the incident? You were complicit. You were part of this problem. I'm colouring in, but not very well, because I can't see what I'm doing. Can you imagine if you took a drink every time I said something like, I can't see what I'm doing? Oh, you'd die. Maybe keep it to like drinks of tea, because that's less dangerous. I don't know, I'm in a weird mood today. That's it. I'm now going to go off and do the rest of my face. I'm going to use these brushes and the sponge. Feels very hard. I don't know how I feel about that, but look, a sponge is a sponge. It'll be grand. And I'll come back and I will tell you what I thought of all of these. Tea. I'd love it if I got like a sponsorship with like something like Lion's Tea. That would make me so happy. Anyways, yes. It's grand. I have to do my face now. So I'm back and I did the rest of my face. I used a whole chunk of Lois Cosmetics brushes. I used pretty much all of them with the exception of 2. So I used pretty much all of them. I'm going to zoom you in now so you can see the eyes. Oh, I also used their sponge. Look at it, it's huge once you actually like pour water on it. I didn't, look, I'm going to bed straight after this, so I didn't bother like doing anything else. So this is all getting washed off pretty soon afterwards. It is what it is. So these are the eyes. I mean, yeah, I made a travesty of them with the liner, but like we can agree, like if you look at this, you can see there isn't really any creasing, which is unusual with something like this. And I mean, look, you know how I feel about the eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. The liners themselves applied really, really well. I didn't have any issue with them.
So that is what they look like. I mean, could I be any more glittery? So we'll talk about these first. So obviously I tried 3 out of the 6 on my eyes. I'm really impressed with these. I think they are an honest to God dupe for Stila, based upon the 2 in my collection that seem to be very, very similar in colour story to these. They look, you can see they look pretty darn good on my eyes. I'm very, very happy with them. The pigment is really good. And I think, you know, considering it's so much cheaper than Stila, this is something to have a little look out for. I am not going to talk about the Gone Rogue palette. I've already said this before. 10 out of 10. I love that palette. I think it's brilliant. You can kind of see it from my use of them. I tried 3 out of the 6 liners as well, and have to say I was really happy with them as well. They didn't skip. The only time they kind of skipped was over the glitter. But like, let's be fair, like anything would, it is impeding progress. Sponge is the next thing. Actually, I should probably like rate these. I would give these a 9.5 out of 10. I am taking a 0.5 off because frankly I need more colours, please. Get on it, please, Lois. I suppose technically I should really give it 10. These are really good. So affordable. I think they're really, really good. These I would give a 10 out of 10. I had no issue with them. They're good. Like, the pigment is there. It applied over eyeshadows, no problem. So, like, you could use these as a fun little pop of colour rather than doing anything with your eyes. Like, I like those. And again, super affordable. I have, like, comparable felt liners that I've gotten from drugstores, you know, like I said, Soap and Glory, etc. And I just haven't found them to be great. This is a similar price point, but the quality is just so much better. I then tried this sponge. You can tell I put, because I use cream blush and stuff, and I used products that I'm very familiar with so I could have an idea as to how they performed. When you wet it, obviously it expands an awful lot. It is quite a hard sponge. It's a dense sponge, which I personally don't mind, but I know some people really like quite soft sponges. I was really impressed with the fact that this didn't seem to soak up an awful lot of product, and I think it dispersed it really, really nicely. So I would personally give this a 9.5 out of 10. I'm taking the 0.5 off because I think that some people just aren't going to like a firm sponge. I don't mind. Like, I'll use this. And it makes a very satisfying patting sound when you're doing your face. Then on to the bulk of the brushes. I really enjoyed these. Like, you could see me using a lot of these on the eyes, so I don't really have to explain those, but I used this brush here to contour my nose because I want to make it look like I have a skinny schnoz. And I used this brush for like actual cheek contour. I think it came out really, really well. I used blush, highlight, etc. Again, it all worked out really, really well. I was very happy with the brushes. The only ones I didn't use were these 2 here. Like, that's literally it, but I will end up using these again at some point. I mean, that's a perfect little taper blending brush, and then that's a really nice, like, dense sort of a packing brush or a shading brush. I really liked them. Now, obviously, I think there is room to add to these brushes. I was very happy with the quality. I will obviously have to see what it's like once they're washed, because like it could be great on the first go, but who knows what they're like once they're washed. But I have a feeling that they will be good, like, because you can kind of feel with like the bristles that it's high quality. So I really like these. I again, like I said, I can see that she will have room to expand and have some extra brushes. Lois, if you're watching, could you do me a favor? Could you just do me a favor? Right, this is a brush that actually, there's 2 brushes here. Hold on. Right, there are 2 brushes that I'm obsessed with in my life, right? This one is the Real Techniques one, and it's small, and I can do a cut crease with it, right? So if you could make me one of those, just for me, I'd love it. And also, this is the Jessup 237 Detail Shader. I love this one. So like I said, she has room to expand, but I think she's covered an awful lot of the core brushes there. I think this is like a really nice little brush set. And of course, coming with the bag as well, I thought that was really smart. And the little brush cleaner, I think that's really cute. So I can just put my fingers in it and be like, meh. Yeah, that's not weird and creepy at all. I would happily give those a 9 out of 10. Why I'm taking the point off is I think there is room for expansion. It definitely isn't like a definitive brush set, but I think it's really difficult to have a definitive brush set because everyone uses things for different reasons. Like I use a lot of eyeshadow brushes to do like face details, but I'm the sort of person that also puts a Stila eyeshadow on as a highlighter, so what do I know? But yeah, that is it. I was super impressed, super happy, which eases me and my mind an awful lot because I have recommended this brand to so many people and I was like, oh Jesus, I hope I don't hate this. But I'm so happy. I really do enjoy this. I really can happily recommend this. Like I don't feel weird about recommending them at all. Yeah, that's it. Like, and you heard me rant about weird Halloween stuff, but that is it. That is the end of the video. Do please like, comment and subscribe, all that general jazz. Do please share because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up, don't be gross. But that is it. That is the end of the video and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.